Okay, this is well, a little off the beaten path, but Brendan Schaub is one of the internet lolcows. You know, The Fighter and the Kid was a huge podcast for a long time, and then Joe Rogan, of course, made Brendan. He said, "Oh, Brendan, you should go into stand-up comedy," and you know, Joe is able to launch careers whether people are funny or not, and so he's out there doing stand-up for a couple of years, and he got this Showtime or the HBO special that's considered the lowest. I think it's the lowest rated ever. Gringo Poppy. I mean, right. It is a punchline of so many jokes about comedy specials. It's considered the worst comedy special of all time. So The Fighter and the Kid has been slowly drifting down, just with Brian Callen, and Callen got canceled. And then Theo Von was on the show for a while, and it was doing huge numbers. And Theo Von's like, why do I need these guys? And he went on his own. He's doing millions. I mean, Theo Von is killing it podcasting. And Schaub and Callen are... It's at the point now, I don't even know if it makes money. I'm not sure. It sounds like it doesn't. So anyway, Schaub, a lot of people were, he's one of these guys like Meghan Markle, like the Dabbleverse. There's a lot of shows and people online who love to make videos about what a dolt this guy is. And he just got hit with a lot of stuff. I think Podcast Cringe did one too about how he's bragging on the show about... Well, first of all, he talks about what a great dad he is. Now he coaches his kid's baseball team, and Tiger is a great athlete, apparently. And Schaub is a big guy. I mean, he was a UFC fighter and played football in college and excellent athlete. Tiger, yes, Tiger.
His kid's name?
So, yeah. I guess. I don't know if it's on his birth certificate, but he calls him Tiger.
Oh, okay, got you.
So anyway, he was bragging that, I got to fire Tiger up a little bit, and Tiger's like 10. And he said this guy was coming up to bat, and he was a fat slob, and he said, if you don't get this fat slob out, you're never pitching again. And Tiger's like practically crying, but the kid comes up and he strikes him out. So it's like, it was a good lesson. Like, no, that's not a good lesson.
Great father tip.
So this is so insane, but Brendan Schaub got thrown out of his kid's Little League game.
Oh, my God.
And here's the most ridiculous part. There's a video of it. There's a video of it. It's viral. It's crazy viral.
God. Oh, excellent.
Unfortunately, we can't hear much, but Schaub is coaching first base. Maybe Jim will put this up.
Okay.
As there's a play at the plate, and Tiger is sliding in at home, and he's going to be called out. Oh, he threw the ball past the pitcher.
Yeah, terrible throw by the catcher there.
Why'd the batter go to first base? Oh, we missed something. The kid tried to score from third, Tiger, and he slid in the plate, and he called him out, and here comes Schaub up the first baseline. You're out of here! Umpire throws him out. Apparently some obscenities were hurled, and you hear the crowd cheering.
For throwing him out, yeah.
Yeah. And now you can barely hear him say something here.
Oh, he's going to confront him.
I believe he said, "Do your fucking job."
He is doing his job.
He's a big guy,
isn't he? Dude, yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with him.
I think he's like 6'4".
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, there it is. So, anyway, it turns out that these games are on. There's some kind of community streaming for various little leagues.
Everything's streamed now, man.
Someone is following Schaub's team.
Oh, a troll.
Looking for material. And they scored because he got tossed out of the game. And I don't believe he's commented on that yet. But I'm sure a lot of other people are.
Oh, man. What if they suspend him from the league?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's going to be rough because, I mean, he said he gave up stand-up comedy to be a better dad and to go to all Tiger's games and coach Tiger. Yeah. He's a great dad. Just ask him. But, you know, when he said that thing about, I told him if you don't strike that guy out, you're never pitching again. I was like, oh, no, I'm not one of those dads. And then he gets thrown out of a game. Do you remember parents getting thrown out of Little League games?
No, I don't remember it.
Never.
I remember we were playing in, when I went to baseball camp, NSBS, North Shore Baseball School. Mm-hmm. When I was 11, we had, they picked a team from the camp, and then you would play other schools, like all-star teams. Ooh, And then the big deal was to play at Thillen Stadium in this big end of the summer tournament, or it was like midsummer tournament, it was into camp. And so it was like a big, I remember feeling a lot of pressure, like, oh my God, they have lights and the field is perfect. And they even dragged the infield and stuff, and they got umps at every base, and it was like big time. And the counselors always told us that, yeah, there's scouts at these games, by the way. I mean, of course, there weren't scouts. We were 11 and 12, but they told us there were. So, we were really nervous. And then I remember the next year, actually, we saw the pitcher warming up in the bullpen, who was the other team's pitcher. He was like 6'3" with a mustache. And we were like,
is he smoking?
That guy's really big, and he's got a mustache. And we were just freaked out. And I think there was like 3 times the bat contacted the ball. 2 were foul balls, and there was like a swinging bunt base hit. And that was it. And we got, but anyway, this one game when I was 11, we had this pitcher, it was from Glencoe. His name was Baldwin. Was it Brandt? I can't think. It's funny how these names come up. Anyway, he walked a runner with the bases loaded. He was a good pitcher, too. He's big for 12, and had a curveball. Anyway, threw this ball right in the outside corner. Ball 4. Walked in a run, and he goes, bullshit! And it was like, you could not hear it. And the umpire's like, yeah, this game! And we're like, oh my God, he threw Baldwin out of the game. What are we going to do? And so I remember seeing him. His parents were at the game. So after he got thrown out, he was sitting in the stands in his uniform with his parents, and he's just bawling his eyes out.
Oh, baby. Come on. You can't yell bullshit and then be bawling your eyes out minutes later.
But this is when, in the 70s, people just didn't do this.
No.
I mean, no one did this. Now, if somebody yelled bullshit at an umpire, they probably wouldn't even get thrown out of a game because people just seem to be able to outburst anywhere, anytime, anyhow, and survive it. But that was like, oh my God, he yelled bullshit. Can you believe that? And we talked about that for years. And he was a terrible sport.
Yeah.
But Thillen Stadium, man, that was the big game. That was huge. The pressure was immense.
I don't remember people doing that in the 90s when we played sports. Like getting kicked out, parents getting kicked out.
Yeah, well, sportsmanship was a thing. I mean, it was a big deal, and you were really, I think, not ostracized, but if you were a shithead, people just didn't really stand for it. I don't think they did.
Yeah.
I mean, there were always those guys who would throw a helmet or throw a bat or whatever if they struck out.
Yeah, hotheads.
Or pop off. When I was in college, Jimmy Foyt, our shortstop, got thrown out of both games in a doubleheader.
Really?
Got thrown out of game 2 before he even took the field.
Oh, wow. Because he was still steamed about game 1?
Yeah.
I get it.
He was up, and it was late in game 1, and it was 3-0 count, and there was a ball that was like high and inside, but maybe on the corner, but it really looked too high to call a strike. He's like, Steve Reich 1. Foyt was like, what? Okay. So the guy throws the same pitch, Steve Reich 2. And he's like, that's brutal. So he throws another pitch that I think was just as high, but is on the outside. And it looked like, there was no way he was going to call this a strike. And Foyt had even thrown his bat and was heading down to first base. He goes, Steve Reich 3. And Foyt just turned around and started arguing with the guy and wouldn't stop. And there's a lot of swearing. He's like, you're out of here. So anyway, when he's going out to the field for the second game, we were on the road. So I think we had batted, but he had not hit. And he just started going, hey, that was a brutal call. I don't know how you could call all 3 of those strikes. That's insane. And the umpire just walked right up to him and started giving it back to him.
Oh.
And he got really heated. He was thrown out. And we were all blown away like, wow, Jimmy, you got thrown out of both games. I've never seen that.
Was he slightly proud?
I think he was, yeah. No, I think as time went on, he was delighted with himself.
That's hilarious.